Man, that glare is just so bad. Hello, world, your favorite podcast host about cryptids, aliens, conspiracies, and everything just kind of out there. Anthony Diaz here with a spontaneous episode of 50 States of Terror. Um, Yesterday we had tried to do a live episode with an old friend of mine, Jerome Vahai, who is who is a retired Marine. I met him like 13, 14 years ago at the Mission Continues, where we all met up, and it was a conference, and met him, an amazing individual, and he has done research on pyramids and mathematical equations that determine why we use 360 degrees in our everyday lives. And I tried to have him on, but there was issue after issue after issue on my end. There was a pretty bad windstorm here in South Texas, and I think that contributed to like every single failure that we had. So it did suck that I had to call the live episode, but in to replace that, I'm going to do this. So real quick, let me just get everybody up to speed. I am I just finished paying my deposit for grad school for the University of Notre Dame, Masters of Data Science, and I'm excited for it. It's going to be a challenge. I'm 40. I'll be 43 this month, and going back to grad school to be marketable in today's job market is it's nerve wracking, but I think I can do it. I'm pretty confident that I have the skills and the well to do, and then the perseverance, resilience, and the just to get work done attitude to graduate on time too. Maybe even early. I don't know, but that happened. I'm still in limbo of this whole federal job situation. Um, it looks like no news has come out whether or not our agency is shrinking or they're removing positions. But I am still I'm still 100% behind my decision to resign. It's just uncertainty about having a job in the future. Now, that doesn't mean that I can't go back into federal service, because I certainly can, especially now with a master's degree, um, which I'm confident I'll get in 2027. But uh, yeah, it, I'm. It's weird right now. It's weird. I'm planning my 20-year high school reunion, which is just bonkers to say out loud. That it's been 20 years since I graduated high school and thought that I knew everything about the world, and I was completely wrong. And yeah, so that's roughly about it. And like I said, last night's live episode was supposed to be today's release, but I figured in lieu of that, I'll just do one day late. Instead of going on Thursday release, I'll do a release tonight at midnight. And I'm not doing this live either. I didn't even think about doing it live. But what I want to do today, instead of talking about the pyramids and the recent discovery or the recent allegation that there are columns underneath the pyramids, I wanted to do something a little special. Maybe a little, I don't know. I don't know if any other cryptid podcast out there is doing this, so I thought that I would at least give it a shot, give it a try. I'm going to review some cryptid branded stuff. So, out there in the world, you will occasionally see things that have like Mothman branded on it or Sasquatch branded on it. Um, the Snallygaster, the Jersey Devil, things like that, because there are places who use those cryptids as their branding. And there's two that I have right now with me, and I'll just do both of them. The and actually, let me go back. The interesting thing about people who or companies who use cryptids as their brand is like, I don't think they even have to go through any specialized copyright laws because it's folklore. It's like it's probably saying like I'm going to craft a beer and called Dwarven Castle Dwarven or something like that. You know, uh, it falls in line with fantasy and that realm, but like I'm pretty sure you don't have to register that, which is the same thing like when you say, hey, this is related to or has a picture of what we know as Sasquatch or what we know as the Loch Ness monster and things like that. I I really don't know if you have to copyright that for your brand, and not just a brand, just like a specific line of stuff, which was a great segue for this right here. So this first one is Golden Bay Cryptid Juicy IPA. And this is from Independence Brewing. And I do not know if you can get this at local stores like HEB and things like that or Walmart. I'm very certain that you can't get it at Walmart. You're more likely to try to get it at Specs here in Texas or HEB here in Texas. This comes out from Independence Brewing Company, and I frequent Austin area. I try to get up there at least 3 times a year. The majority of my friends live in or and in around that area, Austin, San Antonio, and then 3 hours north is my best friend George, and in Dallas. Shout out to George. Um, yeah, so I make it a point to go to Independence Brewing because it's the brewery itself is very nice. It's outdoor. They have a food truck. Um, it looks industrial when you go inside. Like you are drinking beer inside of a warehouse, and it's just the atmosphere is great. The people are fantastic. If you go over there, say hi to Gail and Dave. They're two wonderful people who are currently, I think, still there at Independence. But the beer, let's talk about the beer. Uh, I don't drink as much as I used to. I can tell you in my 20s in the Marine Corps, like there were times to where we would get off work at Friday, get off on Libo, and then from Friday to Sunday, it would just there somebody always had something to drink, man. Um, I can't do that anymore because age, you know. But in my early days of beer drinking, I absolutely loved IPAs. I used to drink like Budweiser's a lot and Bush because those two were normally on sale, and I used to get those in 40 ounces and just pour out on the glass. And I know exactly, okay, well, a 40 ouncer would cost like $3, and I can space that out through the night instead of like getting 4 or 5 12-ounce cans. I have one beer, like a growler, and you just kind of like just pour your glass and will pour out to the glass and enjoy your time or what have you. Um, but yeah, I used to drink Budweiser, Bush, Paps, uh, when it was not payday, and then when it was payday, I loved IPAs. The taste the flavor, the bite, the different styles, the summer sessions, the New England IPAs, the zest ones, the fruity ones, they're delicious. And with the higher alcohol content, like there are some times to where it would bite you pretty hard, especially when you get to those let's see those there's a place in Dallas, Four Corners Brewery, and the beer is called Chingon, and it is a I think it's a 10% or 8% IPA. It bites, and it bites hard, and it also leaves you with like legit chest pains too sometimes, especially when you burping that stuff up. So I do enjoy an IPA, but this one, the Golden Bay Cryptid IPA, I'm gonna show you one more time. The Golden Bay IPA from Independence Brewing Company. Let me get that in frame. Independence Brewing Company. It's light. It's it's juicy, meaning that it's not. It doesn't have that IPA bite that you would expect most IPAs have. It is a juicy IPA. Um, you do get a you do get that tingle of maybe like an orange zest into it. It is hazy to the pour. It doesn't have a bad aftertaste, which a lot of IPAs have. Like you would enjoy a beer and then it would have that just gritty aftertaste in the back of your throat. This one doesn't have that. It's fresh, it's refreshing. You can probably have this on a nice summer day on at the beach or at the porch or whatever. And then even in like in the winter time when you want to have something a little more fruity as a beer, think of it as a shock top type of s beer, and and it's really enjoyable. You can really sit down and have like four or five of these and just kind of just soothe on to a lighter beer afterwards if you think this is getting a little bit too heavy or a little overpowering. I can say that these are really good with like a fish meal. So if you're having maybe sushi or you're having another type of fish meal, tilapia, uh, grouper, flounder, things like that. Excuse me. Accompanied with rice and maybe a lemon sauce over the fish. This beer complements it so well. And unfortunately, I think you can only get it at the brewery or close to the brewery. So like if there's an HEB close by or a liquor store close by that has it, then absolutely. I do know at one point they did have this at my local Alamo Draft House, and I had to get it while I was there watching a the movie because it is a fantastic beer, and their whole selection of beers are great. But since this one has cryptid in the name, I wanted I wanted to rate it, and it's really good. I'm not bullshitting you either. It is really good. Um, yeah. Oh, and the price point too. The price point is actually not bad. It's what you expect out of a brewery beer. It's not mass produced, so it is a limited. What I still assume is just Austin and the surrounding cities like Austin, Dallas, maybe even going to Houston, and I don't know if I get it here in Corpus, but that's about it. Um, but yeah, it's one that you if you're in the Austin area and you're at the brewery, you have to pick this up. Take a 6-pack home with you, or buy the whole case. It's good. It's good. I'm not bullshitting you. It is good. And Independence, hey, if you want to sponsor a local veteran owned podcast business, me, and you want to sponsor sponsor the show, hey, I'm here, baby. I'm here. Excuse me again. Oof, man. Talking is getting me parched. This is another damn cup. Go Irish. So next is I'm doing two today. Next is Black Rifle Coffee Company, Tactisquatch. I love this too. I'm a fan of coffee. I'm a coffee drinker. It wasn't until recently where the doctor was like, "Hey, how much coffee do you drink?" It's like, well, I usually can kill an entire 12 cup pot of coffee by myself by like 11 or noon if I'm if I'm working on something. I'll just drink coffee. And like as a doctor should, it was like you probably shouldn't do that. So, okay, I'll cut back a little bit. My coffee of choice is the HEB hazelnut coffee, and there's another one called the Taste of Austin, I think it's called. HEB makes some phenomenal coffee. If you are not from Texas and you happen just to be in Texas and you are near an HEB and you're like, "Hey, I heard about this place," go inside, get some of those coffees. It is by itself, either hot or over ice as an iced coffee. It's so good. But this one, Black Rifle Coffee Company, the Tactisquatch, and then it has the little tactical Sasquatch on there too. Is pretty awesome. It's good. It is good. The only thing I would say about it is it does leave a little acidity aftertaste in your mouth. But I like to have my coffee just a little bit stronger on the dark, strong side. Mainly because I do like that coffee taste, and this one is good. I have had it both ways, as a hot and an iced coffee. No creamer, no nothing, and it's good. What I like about the most about it is if you were to just pour it over, just brew a normal batch like you normally would. The best thing I like about this is that if it's like Folgers and other coffees, if you leave it stagnant, you turn the burner off, leave it stagnant, and you try to drink a little bit of it, or like you put it in the microwave or something in your coffee cup to reheat it or whatever, it does have a little bit of like an off taste to it, but this doesn't. So you can brew it and then leave and then have it just cooling off. And if you want a nice refreshing coffee over ice, it still tastes pretty good after it's been stagnant for about maybe like an hour or two. It still tastes very, very good. The grounds are delicious. I would say that if you do like your coffee a little bit heavy or a little bit stronger, I use 5 tablespoons or teaspoons. I can't remember. I can't remember the annotation, but I use 5 scoops of the coffee grounds inside for my taste. And then if I just need a little bit more, I'll just add one more, and it's there. It's not overpowering. It's not heavy. It's not too acidic. It's actually it's fantastic. And I did have Black Rifle coffee before, but it was like the other ones. I think it was the AK one. It was good. It was not bad. I do enjoy a flavored coffee. That's why my go-to is the HEB ones. But coffee by itself like this, it's so good. And they're veterans too. And I know that proceeds go to veteran organizations and things like that. So I do like to support that when I can. And I absolutely love the fact that that they did open. I think they opened one here in Dallas, like a headquarters facility in Dallas. So here's my pitch again. Hey, Black Rifle Company, I like your coffee. I'll promote the shit out of it. I'll do ad reads. Hey, I'm a vet. I Marine. I was a corporal in the Marine Corps. Um, I own my own business. I do my own podcasts. I do my own show. Hey, I will promote the shit out of this, man. So hook your brother up, baby. Hook your brother up. But yeah, it's, and I do I do like the depiction of Sasquatch. He's holding the coffee cup in the position of the Grimley film, the 1967 or 68 film, and he's wearing the tactical Kevlar helmet on. It's fucking awesome. I love that shit. Packaging is great. The price point a little high. It's a little pricey, more expensive than my normal coffee, my HEB coffee, but I think the price point for me, knowing that the majority, if not at least a good amount of proceeds, go to veteran organizations and a veteran-owned company, because I am, I'll admit it. I'm the first one to admit it. I am biased when it comes to knowing that a company is owned by are owned by vets, simply because when we are in the military and we get out and we have no direction, like for me, like my exit was like 3 days long. That was my separations class. It was like 3 days, and the fourth day was just a bullshit day. And they are supposed to teach you how to like ease back into society, and it's a bullshit class. All they did really was just like try to mock interviews and basically tell you to not put certain things on your resume. And that was basically like, the VA wasn't there. Like there was nobody in recruiting. So you literally felt like it was just like a push out the door. Okay, you decided to get out. So here's your DD-214. Now get the fuck out. And that's what it felt like. So when I see veterans who have purpose and have a mission, I tend to gravitate towards that and support that, because I know deep down inside that there is still purpose there for a lot of us, because in the military we are driven by purpose, but when we get out, it's like this weird realm of just people that might not understand how we operate, because for a long time we were told and instructed to do things a certain way, and now it's just okay, fight for yourself, fend for yourself, good luck, here's some information, do that as you will. So that's why I push veterans to go and explore your benefits, get your education, and if you have the means to do it, and if you have the idea and the push to do it, be a business owner. It took me a very long time to figure that out. I don't own a brick and mortar shop. I own this right here, and I own the company that produces this right here, and still in baby steps. So again, here's another pitch. Hey, anybody out there who wants to sponsor me, I'll promote the shit out of your stuff if it's cool, and even if it has cryptid stuff on it, hell yeah, I'm your man. I'm your man. But yeah, I really wanted to showcase how cryptids can be or are used in stuff like this. And it's both funny and it's I mean a little ironic sometimes, because this one, the Cryptid Bay beer, I mean they use an aquatic cryptid as their their mascot logo, and I love it. um I think there are plenty of things out there, uh and I'm going to search now that I did this. I am going to search and see if I can find more of these products that have some type of cryptid on it. If you know any products out there that have any cryptid at all, and want me to review it, send it my way and I'll review it. Because hey, I'm your favorite podcast host about cryptids, man. All right. I do have a very small Ziggy's Wisdom corner, and with everything going on in the world, I just want to say, hey, just be kind as you can. You don't know what the other person's going through. With everything going on in the world, just stay strong, keep working, keep writing, keep podcasting, keep writing music, keep going to school, don't quit. If you don't like your job, hey, there is 10 more things you could probably do. Don't feel tied down because of corporate identity. And it took me a very long time to realize that. I'm starting to live my life, and I think I'm on the right path, but that's today's Ziggy's Wisdom. Just keep working, keep trying, don't stop. Even if you fail, learn, adapt, and overcome. Later, y'all.